1 second. Okay, I am back. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome. It's so nice to see some regular names popping up. This is a super bittersweet moment. But I'm excited to talk and maybe answer some questions, talk about my experience. Thanks, Brendan. I had gotten this wig a while ago, and I didn't really like the style of it, but I've been wanting to try that little TikTok trend when you shake your hair and get like the Farrah Fawcett feathery look. So I'm digging it. How's everybody doing today? Okay, well, I guess I will just start talking to the people that are in here. Thank y'all so much for joining. For those of y'all who are watching and do not know who I am, my name is Soul. I'm one of the first round of social media influencers for community health. And this is my last live as a social media influencer. Hopefully I'll get to do some more work with Whitman-Walker on their social media side and with the clinic through this page, through the corners work, and through my own work, in the future. But we are transitioning and it's an exciting transition, but it is also bittersweet. I really live for my IG lives. I really appreciate this platform to be able to come and use Whitman-Walker's platform to talk about things that are important to me and to my community. It's really amazing to have been able to do that for almost 2 years. It would have been 2 years in November, but it's okay. I'm going to still be a part of the Whitman-Walker Health family. I'll just be full-time for the Corner, which is Whitman-Walker's new cultural center. You can follow the Culture Center's page at The Corner DC, and you can look on thecornerdc.com to see everything that we're doing. I've been nervous to do lives before. This one, I'm like so nervous. Like I can feel my heart beating in my chest so much more than I normally do. I don't know if it's nerves or it's anxiety or it's just an overwhelming feeling to know that this is my last live as an influencer. I really appreciated this journey. It really took my involvement with Whitman-Walker Health to the next level, and really opened the door for me to be able to be an art educator with the new cultural center. So I am really, really grateful for this space and the team that I've worked with. So yeah, yeah, it is a little bittersweet, but I am excited to continue working with Whitman-Walker through the Corner and the community. I think the work that I'm doing with the Corner is something that I'm meant to do. I'm called to do right now, and I feel a huge responsibility to my personal community and artists in this area to be able to do and create space for them. We have a really my mom is walking up the steps. She's gonna walk through. I don't think she knows that I'm doing this live right now, but I really do feel like that's where my focus needs to be, and I'm really excited about the opportunity to be able to create space for artists in this area, and to connect them with international artists. I'm overwhelmed. Are there questions? Loving this hair, thank you. I love it as well. It's my first time trying this type of feathered look. I was saying that earlier in the live, and it just makes me feel like, I don't know, it's kind of giving Felicia Rashad, maybe, perhaps. Might be a stretch. Stretch. Like I said, this platform has given me an opportunity to learn different ways to be an advocate. Through this work, I've been able to work with the community health team as well as the external affairs team to start the BAG series, which is the Badass Girl Group series, where we had parties, virtual parties, and had our two DJs, Alex Love and DJ Sean Don, working with us to make space for sexual health conversations and, a good time and safe space. So that is like my proudest achievement with my social media work here. And I'm looking forward to possibly bring it to an in-person, live, real party and conversation. And hopefully we can still have Whitman-Walker be involved, but I'm really glad that we were able to have our start through there. What else can I say? What have I really learned about So Brave to Do Lives? Congratulations on your next success. Thank you. It is brave. And I didn't really know what I was getting myself into as a social media influencer. I think when I thought about being an influencer, I don't really identify myself as an influencer. I see this work as like advocacy. So like influencer had always seemed very far from what I thought I was aligned with. But like I was hopefully influencing people to use Whitman-Walker services through my lives and just exposing my community to the work that Whitman-Walker does. I think that was not only advocacy, but it was a little bit of influencer work. And I think when I think of influencers, I like really thought about like brand partnerships and things like that and products. But never before I did this, never would I have thought that influencer could also be a form of advocacy, especially when it comes to healthcare. What have I learned about sexual health as it comes to women? So much, man. I've learned about so much. First of all, I really love the bag because we had such open and honest conversations, and I know that No Filter DC is going to continue doing that in some form or fashion, and I'm really looking forward to having those conversations in person with the rest of the community. But I think overall I learned more about how HIV affects women than I knew before. I think I was part of the group of people who really only thought about HIV and AIDS as and this is just my ignorance. This is just where my ignorance was at the time. Like I'm just being honest. I Never connected to, I didn't have anybody in my family that had HIV or AIDS or in my close community that I knew that disclosed to me, So overall, I learned a lot more about how HIV affects women and the resources that we have, PrEP and PEP. Like we've talked about before, these medicines and these pre-exposure treatments have only really been marketed to men who have sex with men. And so I learned a lot about PrEP and a lot about PEP during my time as a social media influencer. And yeah. I think it also, this work just allowed me to have more open conversations within my own friend group and community, and like ask questions about my friends' sexual health lives, and like kind of encourage them to, get tested more often, or, I, started carrying around condoms when I go out, because we're outside now, things that I wasn't doing before, but was maybe doing to protect myself. I've like just learned to not only protect myself, but like try to help others protect themselves as far as sexual health goes, and just like making sure that people are aware of their resources. Yes, I hope I answered your question. Like I said, I'm like still nervous. Usually by like the first 10 minutes, I'm nervous. Yeah, but I do also want to use this time. Well, before I do that, I do want to thank the whole Whitman-Walker team and institution for this opportunity. It really also helped me align myself with a lot of different collectives and mutual aid groups, and just become more informed about the work that is being done in our community and the people that are organizing and on the ground. This work definitely encouraged me to get more informed. I loved my team of social media influencers that was alongside with me. Dave and Orlando, like, they're killing it. I hope you all continue to watch their lives, because they just have amazing personalities, and they're delivering great content, informative, and they're doing it in their own way. Everybody that was onboarded for this, really had their own flavor, and I loved seeing that play out. Because while we were all, kind of talking about things that we felt more connected to personally, I think it was always some type of connecting theme throughout all of the lives that we've done, even if we didn't talk about it beforehand. Somehow, like, we all of our topics kind of just supported each other. So I'm really proud of being a part of this group. Thank you, Brendan. And you've been such a great social media coordinator. I also want to give a big shout out to JJ, who started out with us as our social media coordinator. He was great to work with as well. And I know he's in Philly killing it. So if you see this. Yes. Okay. I did also want to use this time because, this is my last IG Live to encourage y'all to follow me. I am an artist. I am a singer-songwriter, and I do things outside of Whitman-Walker. So follow me at SolLikeSoul. I do have a collective that I'm trying to start back up called Femmes Who, at Femmes Who. I will put it in the description. That's probably where I'm going to continue the work that I'm doing here. Hopefully, I want to bring my Consent is Sexy series alongside with me, and I really do hope somebody here also continues it and there can be some type of collaboration. I'm really looking forward to see who takes over Women Wednesdays, and I'm really hoping that there will still be some type of representation for that. And like I said, I will be still working with Whitman-Walker, and I'll be a part of the Corner DC with my art education work. And yeah, all that being said, this platform, as proud as I am of the work that I did, I sometimes feel like I let down my community. And so I wanted to use this time today because I kind of have free reign of what I can say. And this is all my personal opinion, period. This has nothing to do with the institution. I know it's Pride. And I know that you all have hopefully seen what's going on with Nelly's on U Street. They dragged a black woman down their stairs. The reason doesn't really matter. I want to encourage y'all to do your research and to look into what's going on, because it's extremely important that we stop giving our money to corporations and institutions and bars and clubs and lounges and whatever that don't support us and don't keep us safe and don't keep black women safe. And I want to commend the people that jumped in. Obviously, violence is never something that should be the answer, but like, it brought me to tears. And I feel like I'm going to get emotional now, but it brought me to tears to see black men jumping in to protect another black woman, because it's not often that we do see that. So I do want to commend those people. Justice for Keisha, for sure. We are boycotting Nelly's. We are not giving them our money anymore. We are going to continue to support these movements. I know that there is something happening outside of Nelly's on Friday. If you follow me, like I said, I will be posting these things. I'll be posting the movements, the demonstrations, because it's just completely unacceptable and it's violent. And a lot of these, a lot of these spaces in DC who put up the rainbow flag and put Black Lives Matter in their windows, but don't actually do anything to support the movement for Black lives, asking for, we're asking to be treated like humans with respect. And it's 2021. We should not be having these conversations. It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing that is one of the most popping LGBTQ bars, and they can place blame on a security company. First of all, their apology was BS, in my opinion. They placed blame on the security company, but it's like, if the security company is at fault and the man that was doing security is at fault, why did he feel so comfortable? Why did none of the staff jump in to tell him to stop? Why was there another staff member helping carry her down the stairs while somebody else is dragging her by her braids? The math is not mathing, folks. They need to take accountability and responsibility for fostering that type of space. Period. Period. I'm really hoping they get shut down. I'm really hoping that the people who are watching this live and the people who can watch it later, don't take what I'm saying. Don't just take what I'm saying, because I get flustered and I can't even explain exactly what I want to explain. Do your research, really look into what's going on. Last live, I suggested some orgs in DC that you can follow. They are doing work to shut down Nellies, especially Heal the Homies and let me not get this wrong. I want to say it's No Justice, No Pride, who is also helping organize some things this weekend. It's also Juneteenth weekend, and there is absolutely no pride without Black people. I look like Marsha P. Johnson right now. We are the same. Okay, I am channeling her energy right now. There would be no pride without us. So, I'm personally calling for the boycott and divestment from Nelly's. I don't want people spending their money there. And I hope that y'all follow suit. I hope y'all look into the history of Nelly's racism and blatant disrespect for Black people and disregard. This is not the first time that they've had to apologize for racist behavior. So look into it. They had to make another apology in 2018 for posting a white supremacist flag in one of their windows. So this is not the first time. It's not new. Nelly's has shown us that they don't respect Black people, they don't respect Black women, and they will literally cause harm to Black women and Black people who are supporting their establishment. It's really sad. Like, during Pride weekend, you would think that we could just have a good time. We could really just celebrate. After being inside for a year, we could really just celebrate our identities and, be safe. But no, unfortunately, we cannot. I want to open this post that someone just sent me, but I cannot, or the live will go away. But like I said last time, Pride is not all about partying and the parade. I really want to continue to encourage y'all to support these community organizations that are doing the work to support communities in the ways that they need, through healthcare, through mutual aid, through helping with housing, through education. I want to encourage y'all to read more, get into your queer authors, ask friends for recommendations. I feel like we don't talk about books anymore enough. We do, but it's usually like coffee table discussion, and I really want it to be more of our day-to-day conversation, like, oh, what did you read today? Or what are you reading this week, this month? Like, let's exchange, let's talk about it. I know for me that it helps. If you're not into hard copies, get into your audiobooks. There are a lot of resources that you can take advantage of. I would also encourage y'all to look through archives. Something that I really enjoy in my art education work, our first project, was going through Whitman-Walker's archive and just kind of sorting through and being able to see the history of 43 years of work that the organization has done. And it teaches you a lot. Pictures are great for storytelling, especially if you're really not an avid reader. So I would encourage y'all to look through some of the public archives, look into the history of queer people in DC. We have some really amazing artists, some really amazing community organizers, some amazing healthcare workers. DC, the DMV is rich in community, I will say. We might not all have the resources, but we will all find a way to get you all to the person who has the resources. I think that's the beautiful thing about living in the DMV, is that everybody is connected in some way, shape, or form to a resource that can support the other person, you know? I said read more books, support these orgs, you know, please stay safe out there. We're still in a pandemic. Make sure that you are getting informed about the vaccine and testing. Getting tested regularly still if you're not vaccinated, and really doing your research so that you can make the decision that's best for you. Of course, stay safe sexually. Wrap it up. Get on PrEP. Get on PEP. Really stay informed. You know, my biggest takeaway, I hope, that people took away from my lives is really just about communication, open, honest, and transparent communication with your partners, with the people that you are being intimate with and sharing your body with, because it just makes things easier. It keeps you safe. If you know what's going on, and if the other person knows what's going on, you all can take the proper precautions. Whitman-Walker Health is vaccinating everyone that's 18 plus, so make sure y'all are looking into those resources. I know you can make an appointment through an email and a phone number. I want to say the phone number is 202-797-4439, and I should have put it in the comments. But you can also email appointments at Whitman-Walker.org. Any final questions, comments, concerns, anything else I can say? This is not goodbye. It is see you later for sure. I'm always at the corner. So come through, come see the exhibition. The current exhibition is open Thursday through Sunday. Fortunately, we are closed June 18th and 19th in observation of Juneteenth. So this Friday and Saturday we won't be open, but until the 27th of June, we're open Thursday through Sunday. The show is called Stay Alive to Life. It's a beautiful show. In response to COVID, one artist, Piotr Szahowski, he illustrated 225 posters, one a day, since March when quarantine started. Kind of just archived and documented what he was going through and what was going on around him as he was living in Minneapolis. And we have programming every day. I definitely want to encourage y'all to come out on Thursday. We have Jazz on the Corner. We have the band Black Folks Don't Swim. They're so amazing. I'm hosting. I'm really excited about that. And it's in collaboration with the DC Jazz Fest. So that's going to be a fun time right before Juneteenth. Like, come get your rock on. Like, it's going to be a really good time. They're a really talented group. And then Sunday, I'll also be moderating a conversation. I'll be having a conversation with Eugene Rogers. Oh, I hope I didn't butcher his last name. Because that would be quite embarrassing. Yes, with Eugene Rogers, the executive director of the Washington Chorus. That's going to be a really cool conversation. Y'all know anything music I'm excited about. So we're going to be having a really good conversation. On Sunday, both events, Thursday's event starts at 5 at the corner. That's 1701 14th Street. And then Sunday, it's the same place, but at 3 p.m. is when the conversation will start. But like I said, you can follow at The Corner DC, and you can go on thecornerdc.com for more details on that. And without further ado, because I don't see any more questions, comments, or concerns, I must say adieu. I have to say goodbye. I have to say see you later, y'all. It's been a great run. I learned a lot about myself through this work. And I learned a lot about what goes into social media and influencing and advocacy. And I am just so grateful to have been able to do this and for the opportunities that it, opened up for me and the confidence that it gave me to talk about the things that I'm passionate about on a screen with, little to no response. Like visually, verbally, that's what I meant. But thanks, guys. It's been real. You did miss it, boo. I am about to get off right now. Thank you so much. Follow at Mo Studies. But yeah, y'all can follow me at SolLikeSoul. Hopefully I will have some music dropping. Hopefully I will be more involved in the community and organizing and doing more things with the Femmes Who Collective before the year ends. And I want to thank you all for tuning in. I want to thank you all, anybody who was a regular viewer. Thank you for supporting Women Wednesdays. Thank you all for supporting Whitman-Walker. Stay safe, get tested, wear a mask. Let me do this for the thumbnail so I can finally have a cute one. Bye!